Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS. It's time for Owin's Field Report, sponsored by Les Schwab Tire Centers.
Now, I got to get past this report pretty quickly. We had some things we needed to take care of. Wow, that was fast. You could leave that up there. I had a chance to get out and take my producer, Ryan, who a lot of you are getting to know these days. We had some stuff that we needed to get knocked out for the station here, right? So we decided, okay, well, let's just do something relatively close to here. By no means close to me. We went out to Hag Lake, okay? Now, me having such a big old crown on my head, I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to bring the trolling gear. I'm just going to take my plunking stuff so we can just go take the boat, go to a couple different spots and do some plunking. Well, total failure. Never even got a bite. Didn't get nothing. It was terrible. But if you were trolling, fishing seemed like it was pretty good. So if you're going to do Hag Lake, don't do what I did. Okay, I don't know what the deal was. Water was warm, so maybe they were out deeper, not running the shallower water against the bank itself up like they typically do. We've just had great days in July, but anyway, I couldn't even catch a trout, man. I can't wait to get back on the Columbia. But at the very least, the folks that were trolling did have some success. Now, that photo that Ryan just threw up there real quickly, for all of you that are getting prepared for bow season, you'll appreciate this. For those that aren't, just bear with me. Okay, we're going to get back to fishing stuff in a second. 40 yards, broadheads, and yeah, I'm good with it. Yep. Only took me a day. Well, one, I finally got my arm back in shape. I think I'll be okay. But 40 yards, I mean, I'm within an inch of the bullseye on each one of those three. I'm good. You know, nothing needed to be tweaked. I'm just super happy that there was no issues with the bow. If you are having issues with your bow right now, this is not the time. You should have done this a while ago, but you need to get it taken care of. Whatever source you use, whatever location you go to, whatever pro shop, whoever it is, I'm an Archery Field guy. I trust them with my bow. That is very important to say. But get yourself into the shop. Get stuff taken care of right now. I mean, you do not want to wait another 2 or 3 weeks. Even if it's in the season before you get to go, you've got to get it handled now because everyone is absolutely buried. So just make sure you get stuff taken care of when you get out there. Okay, so we also have a reminder for you. This was sent to us on our Facebook page, and actually Eva found this a couple of days ago. I'm not going to dive into the brilliance of this, okay? I'm going to kind of leave my own personal perspective out. This is for a charity event for the hospital there in Astoria, I believe, Clatsop County. But they're planning on doing a swim across the Columbia River in the middle of the fall Chinook season in the Bowie-Tin area, just above Megler Bridge. You can see that little line there. It's tough to see, but you got Megler Bridge right here. And this is the route that they're planning on sending everyone Sunday morning, August 11th. So if you're going to be in that area, which is not a bad area to be in, halfway into the month, you're going to have to pay attention to this. From what I understand, they're going to have either a jet ski or a boat or a kayak or something with each and every swimmer. So if you're out there, keep your eyeballs open, keep your head on a swivel, and pay attention to what's going on. We all know, well, hopefully, that water down there is no joke, all right? If they time it right, which, let's see, from 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., hopefully the tides, I didn't check those, but it certainly, listen, I mean, I don't know, whatever. There you go. So pay attention. That's on the 11th of August, Sunday. So just keep that in mind. Fish counts going over Bonneville. You can see a nice little bump here, right? Now, it's only been 2 days of the official fall Chinook numbers going over. But to see, you know, a pretty significant bounce there, I mean, it's still not much, but on the 10-year average, which we're not showing you, it is a bump. So it's interesting to see. That's a good thing. Let's just hope things continue. And steelhead numbers still holding strong. Let's just cross our fingers. They do well, and they kind of leave them alone. That's just my own personal take. River levels, let's go ahead and show. Oh, there we go. We're okay. River levels, nothing too fancy here. Relatively low overall. Based on the tide, you know, it's going to be in roughly the 5s. Not too many people are going to be spending time on the Willamette right now with the Columbia Open and other options, but you take a look at Vancouver on the Columbia, on the average, it's right around 3. So there is not a lot of water out there, and tides are going to have an effect all the way up to the mouth of the Sandy and maybe even further, just depending on how much of a swing it really is. So you're also going to have to start paying attention to grass as it's coming down because it's going to potential to get really grassy out there. 19th Annual Oregon Tuna Classic. Last day to register is Saturday. Make sure I get this right, is next Saturday. So make sure if you want to participate in this Tuna Classic, it's a great event for the food bank. You get a ton of tuna, sometimes literally, and they donate that to the food bank. But it's also a great opportunity for all you salty folks out there that like to spend time chasing tuna, which, by the way, has been good as long as you can get out there, which is always the case when you're talking about the ocean, right? Now, there's also a golf charity. Did I miss that? Okay, we're going to go ahead. Don't forget, send Jason Hambley over there at Procure an email, and you might have a chance to win that prize pack, which you'll be using all the way through Schnucksies. It doesn't matter where you're going to be. But also, there's a charity golf tournament coming up. If you want to participate, it helps support Hillsborough Canine, supporting the paws that enforce the laws. And let me tell you right now, law enforcement can have 2 legs or 4. And in this case, you're helping the ones with 4 legs. Those officers are absolutely incredible police officers, let alone dogs. And a great opportunity to go out and have some fun playing some golf. I got a tournament coming up here pretty soon, too. I got to start swinging the club. I was able to make that happen. Pretty darn happy about that. All right, let's go ahead and check in with Andy Carson and find out what this weather's going to do this next couple of days. Good to see you on a Saturday, Andy.
Good to see you, Owen. And, you know, I was thinking about I would maybe try the golf tournament. I would maybe do the tuna fishing, but you're not going to catch me swimming across the Columbia River. I mean, that's so far, and the distance as well. But hopefully they raise a lot of money with that. And yes, be careful out there. Rivermark Community Credit Union camera up on top of the Portland Opera Building. A little bit of cloudiness, 66 degrees there. Beautiful view that we have from the Chinook Beach camera there. It's 69 degrees with partly cloudy skies. We are picking up some rain, much needed rain. Hopefully we won't have a lot of lightning associated with that. We've seen some lightning strikes so far this morning, but hopefully we can keep that to a minimum and just get some decent rain out that direction to help with some of the firefighting efforts. Water temperatures out there. We are looking at some pretty mild temperatures. Look at the Willamette in Portland at 75. Columbia River is at 69 degrees out in the Portland-Vancouver area there. And then looking at some of the other river temperatures, pretty warm there at the Tualatin River at Stafford at 74 degrees. Detroit Lake, 3 feet under, it's about 69 degrees. 56 right now in Vernonia, 65 Hillsborough, 66 Troutdale, and 62 in Camas. Cloud rain forecast map. We'll get a few more little scattered showers over into central and eastern Oregon today, and especially as we get to tomorrow morning, some widespread rain in the northeast corner of the state, and then it all pretty much clears out, maybe a couple of isolated sprinkles after that. And then we are looking at a lot of sunshine over the next several days. So today, partly cloudy, about 88 for the high, 94 with some hazy sunshine on Sunday. Monday, sunny, up to 90, mid to upper 80s with morning clouds, afternoon sunshine Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, sunny skies, highs will be in the low 90s. Now let's go back over to Owen.
It looks beautiful, man. I got to ask about the rain, though. Is it actual real rain? Is it going to help with the fires?
You know, it's probably a little bit. There are some spots where it's coming down moderately heavy, not super heavy, but we are at least getting some rain over there. We just, fingers crossed, not much in the way of any lightning strikes.
Very good. I know I'm paying a lot of attention to that northeast corner.
Yeah.
That's what I'm paying attention. Thanks, Andy. We appreciate it, sir. Thanks for coming in on a Saturday as well. All right, let's cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to have Tony Amato from Salmon Trout Steelheader Magazine. They're down on the rogue, him and his brother Nick, and they're chasing Chinook. We'll find out how things are going real time and get you that report. Then we'll have Chris Bertopoulos in just a little while. We'll be right back.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by P-Line, because we fish, by Hawken Fishing, perfection in fishing gear, and by Haxton's Canvas and Upholstery, the trusted name of the Pacific Northwest.